Now I know what you're probably thinking. Pigeons gambling? A group of pigeons sitting around a poker table, feathers crossed in anticipation. Unfortunately, it's less about poker tables and more about hopeful ambitions, but still gambling nonetheless. In the 1940s, psychologist B.F. Skinner designed the Skinner box, a conditioning chamber where pigeons learned to peck a button and were rewarded with food for each peck. But then, he changed the game. He made the rewards unpredictable. Surprisingly, the pigeons didn't stop pecking, even when the food wasn't guaranteed. Some even started developing superstitions, spinning in circles, flapping their wings, almost as if they believed that their actions influenced the reward. This is the same psychological trap that keeps people at slot machines. The belief that just one more spin will bring the jackpot. Fast forward to 2010. Pigeons were put to the test with a gambling challenge. The birds had two choices: a guaranteed 3-pellet food reward, or a riskier option, usually just 2 pellets, but sometimes a jackpot of 10. Much like the bad habits that drive humans into debt, the pigeons often chose the riskier option, even though it gave them less food on average. But this didn't matter. The occasional big reward triggered the near-miss effect, keeping them hooked. Pigeons aren't just acting like gamblers. Their brain chemistry proves they are. Researcher Damien Scarf investigated how pigeons' brains process rewards. In his study, the pigeons played a slot machine-style game, pecking to spin a reel. The results revealed that the nidopallium caudolateral, basically the pigeon equivalent of our prefrontal cortex, lights up in the same way human brains do during gambling. Researchers even found neurons that responded specifically to wins, losses, and those devastating near misses. The best part? Pigeons get frustrated just like we do.
I know this dog.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta remember, it's gonna kill me. Hold on.
This gambling-like behavior only persists because it has been evolutionarily favored due to the unpredictability of food in the wild. Resources are never guaranteed, so playing safe isn't always the best strategy. Occasional risks increase the chances of discovering an unexpected jackpot. This aligns with the optimal foraging theory, which suggests that traits like memory and problem-solving have evolved to improve food acquisition. Despite this, pigeons, like humans, often engage in suboptimal decision-making, taking impulsive risks that don't pay off. In fact, hungry pigeons are more likely to gamble for a big reward, even when it means they end up with less food overall. This is analogous to how humans with financial instability are more likely to take financial risks. At its core, gambling appears to be a deeply ingrained evolutionary strategy shaped by the scarcity of resources and the need to survive in an unpredictable world. Because gambling behavior is an evolutionary development, it's no surprise that similar traits have evolved in other species. This risk-sensitive foraging habit is seen in many other animals, particularly reptiles. In a study done on Peninsula Rockogama, researchers found that when food was abundant, the lizards played it safe, opting for a steady, reliable food source. But when resources were scarce, they took bigger risks, gambling for a larger reward. Funnily enough, humans aren't the only species with a vice of risking the big bucks. And it's not just a product of societal influences, it's deeply embedded in our evolutionary biology as a survival strategy.